Hello, 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 everybody.
Hi, Maka.
Hey, Fifi, how you
I'm
doing?
good, girl. I'm good. How have you been?
I've been night. I'm just enjoying the weather. I don't want to lie. There's something about fall that just makes me happy.
Oh,
Seeing a
here we
new
are.
season.
Maka's happy about fall. I'm not because once fall hits, I'm like, winter is around the corner.
My favorite season.
I can't do winter.
I'm a December baby. I love winter.
I know. I guess you do. I'm a summer baby, so I love summer. And
Happy.
I always say to my Canadian friends,
Uh-huh.
the African in me likes the heat.
Nah, not me. I'm good.
So when it gets cold, I'm like, every year I ask myself, why am I here? Why am
Canada is cold.
I here?
But with the
Anyways,
season comes
yeah,
Thanksgiving.
it
So
does.
happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
Fifi.
Thanksgiving to our fan
Happy
base.
Thanksgiving,
I'm
everybody.
I'm in love with this year's Thanksgiving
Yes.
because honestly, 2020 has been one of the toughest years we have gone
Woo.
through collectively
Yes.
as a human race,
Yes, we have.
right? Because of COVID-19. But for us to be sitting here, to be able to talk to you guys, to be able to have good, candid discussions,
Exactly.
that's a huge blessing,
It really is.
you know?
It really
So
is.
I'm really happy that, we've commenced this journey with you guys
Thank you,
and
guys.
you get to walk with us, you get to hear our stories and participate for those that are actually active on our social media and writing into the show.
Yes.
We're very grateful for you. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here.
Check us out. Facebook, The Candid Podcast Show.
Yeah.
Instagram, The Candid Podcast Show.
Yep. Anyways, in today's episode,
Ooh.
Maka, we are touching on something that has, for years and years, been an issue for me. We're talking about colorism.
Okay. Yes.
And by colorism, I'm not talking about racism.
No.
I'm talking about the
The
effects of colorism, which is when people within the same race look at each other and judge each other and are prejudiced against each other because of
color
the
of their
color
skin.
of their skin. And by color, I mean
Woo.
we might all be black people, but some people
Exactly.
are way lighter, some people are way darker.
Exactly.
And it's a big issue because for me in particular,
Mm-hmm.
we're five siblings.
Yes, we are.
Out of the five siblings, I'm the darkest sibling,
And I'm the lightest
and you're the
sibling.
lightest sibling.
Exactly. And
And
I think
yeah,
you're drop dead gorgeous.
well, thank you. Thank you for saying that. I think you're absolutely drop dead gorgeous yourself,
Yes, because society has deemed that I am.
right?
Exactly.
And growing up, for me,
Mm.
I had a very, very difficult experience being accepted or even being told that I was beautiful or I was pretty.
Wow.
Uh, and I had people tell me that if I was lighter, I was going to be prettier. So I'm not a pretty girl because of, you know,
The color of
my
your skin.
complexion,
It's a
right?
lie. It's a lie. I think black is beauty. And I actually grew up being told, I can only say this in my language, and I'm from Zimbabwe, so I'm going to say it in my language. Kutsuka kungado masragawar.
You're you're as light as a rotting tomato.
Thank you.
Why what does that even
People
mean?
just be nasty, man. Like,
What does that even mean?
exactly. So I never liked my skin tone because I was always the light girl.
But they
I never
but back
liked it
home they
because it was.
associate being light with being pretty. So
But let's cool it down and come back to reality. Beauty is not seen by the color; it's seen by the, I don't know, by the
what
beholder. Like a guy can come and say, "I ain't never gonna date a light skinned girl because maybe they're maybe classified as they get too much attention. I don't want my wife getting too much attention." So he goes for a darker skinned girl.
I think it's just what a person is attracted to.
Yeah, it
Some
boils
some
down to
people
that.
are attracted to lighter people. They don't
Yeah.
like the dark people. I'm not offended by that. To be honest with you, to each their own. If you're not attracted to a dark person, then don't go for the dark people.
Yeah.
My issue wasn't that people were not attracted to
No,
me,
it's just people putting you down to
but
reduce your
people putting me
your self
down,
esteem.
and
Yeah.
it did a lot of damage
I don't
because
know.
then growing up,
Yeah.
I always strived to make myself lighter. I
Oh.
try to look for
They
lightening
got skin
lightening
lightening bleaches and
creams,
stuff like that. Oh
bleaching
gosh.
creams,
No.
and the unfortunate part is it's a total waste of money. I mean,
It really is.
I don't
What?
think that you
You're
can
light here,
ever
but you can't be light
change your
here.
genetics.
Like
You can't change your
no,
genetics.
you can't.
This is genetic. Like this is my
Okay.
DNA
I have
saying
a
I have to be this color.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You go use those skin lightening creams,
Oh, I
right?
did. I've got a
Yeah,
story
yeah.
for you
And then you go have a baby with a man, and that baby's so dark. And he confused like who the baby daddy is because you are light skinned now.
because it's DNA. It's
You can't
genetic.
change
I've
it.
just told you.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
why put yourself through such
But it happens. I mean, people do a lot of things. There are people
uh,
that get plastic surgery to
well
change
then
how they
again,
look.
yeah, I get okay.
Do you know what I
So
mean? So,
I'm for plastic surgery, okay? I am really for it because there are people that suffer breast cancer
yes.
and you know, breast augmentation is
Mhm.
okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Then there's people that have, burns and whatever. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But I just feel like when you have an inner love for yourself,
Yeah.
you're good.
But inner love, it's not
Fifi,
necessarily I don't think this is the thing though. Think about this.
what's your
If
definition
you are
of
a
inner love?
kid
Yeah, and you're
and
being
you
put down.
are 7 years old, you're 8
Mm.
years old, you're
Mhm.
10 years old, you're 14 years old,
Yeah.
and someone is telling you, "Ooh, you're so dark, you're so ugly,"
Wow.
right? And mind you, this
Yeah.
I didn't get all this from people that were older than me or
Yeah.
from adults. This
Mhm.
is my peers, right?
Wow.
And I always say it. I say kids are very
They
mean
can be mean.
because
Yeah.
kids have no filter,
Yeah.
right? They don't understand
Yeah.
what they're saying and how damaging it can be to the
No,
next
it really
person,
can. It really
right?
can.
So I'm not here to bash anyone for telling me that I was too dark
Mm.
or for saying, you're as dark as night. I am dark. It's a fact. I am dark. Does it make me ugly? I don't think so.
No.
but this
Hell
but
no.
but this is
Yeah.
years of building my own self-confidence as an adult.
And you own it, girl.
But what I'm
Mm.
trying to say is it took years for
To
me to
get
get
there.
there. It
Yeah, I
took a
feel
lot
you.
of years for me to figure out myself, to build my own confidence, to
Okay.
say I'm
I have a story
enough,
for you, girl.
black or yellow bone lights.
I have a story for you.
Yeah.
So I'm like 21,
Mhm.
and I got a group of friends, and they're dark skinned because I tend to radiate to my dark skinned girls because I think y'all gorgeous, okay?
Mhm.
And they used to be like, Caroline, what are you doing? Let's go to the club. And I'm like, okay, let's go to the club.
Mhm.
They used me, Fifi,
What do you mean?
to get drinks.
Well,
Because,
how
God,
did you
like
know
you're
that?
saying, oh, I figured this out a year later, okay? When they were not drunk and having a conversation. Oh, if it's not for Caroline, we wouldn't be getting free drinks. And I'm like, what did I do?
Yeah, what did you do?
Ah, she's light skinned. Guys tend to like lighter skinned girls. They don't buy drinks for us. But then you know what? When we're with you, they have no choice because you make sure your girls are taken care of too. And I'm thinking, what? Ew, no. What kind of thinking is that?
But it's real.
Yeah,
It's real to them.
but then for me, I started thinking to myself, so I'm only seen as the girl that guys tend to radiate to simply because of the color of my skin. So they don't want to get to know me. They just like the color of my skin.
Who? The guys?
Exactly.
No, listen. I don't I think you're taking it wrong.
I did take it wrong at that time.
I think that some people, like I said, some people are attracted to light skin. It's the same as some people want a very slim girl. Some guys
Oh
like
yes.
curvy girls, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Some people like tall guys.
Mhm.
Some people are okay with shorter guys.
Yeah.
Some men want really tall, athletic looking girls.
Uh-huh.
Some men want, the heavy set girl.
Yeah.
So everyone is attracted to
To
something
yeah,
that's different, right?
exactly.
But if you're in a club and a guy comes to buy you a drink just because you're light, I don't think he's buying you a drink because you're light skin. I think he's buying you a drink
'Cause he
because
wanna
he's
take me home.
attracted to you. Do you know what I mean?
You know what?
And
I kind of thought of that later on. Okay,
yeah.
I grew up. Okay.
Yeah.
But when it's being said by a group of girls who are darker skinned than you, and you're the odd one out, obviously.
But this is what I'm saying,
That's
that
how I felt at
i-
the moment.
if you were in those dark girls' shoes,
Yeah.
being told you're not attractive, you're not good enough, I'm not gonna buy you a drink because you're not light.
Yeah.
So you're never gonna get it. You're always gonna be the girl in the club that's no one's talking to, no one's looking at, no one's
I don't
appreciating.
think so, Fifi. I just think it boils down to who you are. If you own it and you confident attracts confidence. You know what I mean? Beauty attracts beauty. If you could be the ugliest chick. I don't believe anybody's ugly, but I'm just gonna use the term.
Yeah.
You could be the ugliest chick and very confident, and you can attract anything and anyone out there. I believe so. I've seen it.
Yeah, you know what?
Well, I have not seen an
And
ugly person, like I
I
said, but I've seen the
I
confidence level on some of these chicks out
and
there.
I agree with you. I mean, confidence is a huge asset. It means you're secure in yourself when you're able to be
Exactly.
confident. But I'm talking about young girls
It's
who are
hard when
told
you're
they're
in
ugly
your
when they're
teens.
young. And then you
Yeah,
grow
it's
up
hard.
feeling insecure because of
Some
what has
girls don't
happened
move
to
past
you.
that
And
insecurity.
it took, I'm telling you, I'm being honest with you. It took me getting to my 30s to start saying, "Oh, you know what? I actually am a pretty girl. I actually am beautiful. I might not be beautiful to you,
Fifi,
but I know
I'm really
somebody out
glad
there."
you came to the realization because damn girl, you're smoking hot.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, and that's
Oh,
coming from
thank you.
her
Thank you.
sister.
Thank you.
Just
Thank
because
you.
I'm her sister don't mean I gotta lie to her. I'll tell her the truth. Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
it's damaging. I
Yeah,
I
I could
swear to
believe
God,
so.
and it sits with me. I will never forget. I was 14. I was in class,
Mm-hmm.
and another guy came up to me and said
Wow.
to me, "If you were lighter, you would have been a pretty girl."
Oh
And
my
it stuck
gosh.
with me for years. For years. And when
Yeah.
I say years, I mean I don't even kid you.
The irony
It stuck with
there.
me for years.
I'm
So for
sorry.
years,
Fifi,
I
you got a
kept
light skinned
thinking,
husband.
well, my husband's not even
He
black.
ain't even black.
Yeah, right?
He is
But
white as white.
but
Well,
but
yeah,
I, I
beautiful
I'm
skin.
just trying to tell you
Yeah.
that prior to that,
Hmm.
I just thought I was, I was too dark. Nobody was attracted to
Okay,
me.
so how do you feel living in a country where the heat is just scorching in summer?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel when you're out there getting a tan because you can't resist that tan?
Girl, I was ugly to my own people. I'm not ugly outside my race.
Thank you.
Outside my race, people
Thank
people
you.
keep telling me I'm gorgeous. People
Oh,
keep telling me I'm beautiful. People keep telling me, I'm
wow.
like, where was all this when I was 7, when I was
Exactly.
8, when I was
Yeah.
14, when I was 16, when I
Mhm.
needed my confidence built up, when I needed people to be building me up, to boost me up,
See, everybody
and
got
yet I
their
was
problems.
told and
Everybody
yet
got
I was
problems, girl.
told
I'm light skinned, but people associate me with something else. So I'm like, okay, no,
I
it's
don't
high.
understand what you're saying, because where we come from,
Yeah,
the lighter you are, the prettier you are.
but I'm single and you're not. So what you mean? What you mean? That's why I say
Are
to
you
you,
are you not single by choice
I am
though?
single by choice, though.
It's not
I
not
really
by
am. No, I
choice.
am. I am. I don't know. I just find it like weird that the issues you went through,
Mhm.
you took it negatively, right?
It was negative.
And me being told like I'm light skinned, I took it in a negative way as well. Like I thought there was something wrong with me.
What?
Yeah, I really did. I was like, why am I the only one who's this light? I really thought so. And I'm not even light. There's lighter skinned girls than me. Okay, Fifi?
Girl, you're like
Oh
you're light,
gosh.
like
I'm okay. I'm
people
not
can
even.
confuse you for a mixed girl.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And
I
even your
don't know.
children. Like, come
Oh my,
on.
well, my kids, hell yeah,
Your kids are born
my
white
kids are
looking.
like exactly. My kids are like,
I know.
I got.
I
Remember when Kayla
I
was
know.
born?
And we kept saying to you, honey, do you have something to tell us?
And I'm like, no, he is the dad,
Are you
guys. He
sure?
really is. She looks
I
like
know she
him.
looks like her
I
dad
know,
now.
but
It's so
I was confused. Susie, I even asked you. I was like, Fifi,
bad. And I was like, oh, I
what's
can't
going
ask.
on here?
Girl, I don't know people you were opening your legs to. I can't comment to that.
I don't know either, but I was just like, wow,
You know,
she's my lightest baby ever.
she
I think
is.
it's the food I eat,
She
just the
is.
hormones. I don't
Really?
know. I don't
Really?
know.
Honey, we'd all be eating that food too.
Girl, I don't
No,
know what it
it's
is.
not the food. It's your DNA. I
I
keep
guess
telling
I
you.
don't know.
It's DNA. It's genetics.
Whew.
Mom is light. Mom's mom
Mom was
was
very light.
very light.
Ooh,
Our grandmother,
yeah, she,
may she rest in
yeah,
peace, she was
she was
extremely
very light.
light.
Yeah,
So it's genetics,
but it skipped everybody else, and then it attacks me and my kids. Like, come on now. I don't know. There's something flawed about this genetic thing. There is something madly scary about it. I'm sorry, guys, but I look at the Indians
Mhm.
and the caste system.
Like what system?
Caste system.
What's that?
Oh man. The darker Indians
Yeah.
are considered
Low class.
low class.
See? How is
The
that different?
lighter
How is that
Indians,
different from
I it's so sad.
how is that
And I
different
have a
from
girlfriend of mine, okay? And she's from the darker Indian
Mhm.
areas. I don't know what you call them, but
Mhm.
you know, and she married a light-skinned Indian and it caused a lot of controversy
In her
in
marriage?
her family. Yes, it did. But she
In
did
her family or in his family?
in his family mostly. They still don't like her, but she doesn't care and he doesn't care. It's all about them and their love, right? It's their love story. They got 3 kids now. And
Good
they're
for
happy.
her. Good
They're
for
happy.
her.
And she was crying to me once when we were in university and she's like, "Caroline, this is what I go through." And I'm like, "Well, girl, own it. You already have him. What more do you want? You can't please everybody. You're born this way. You're beautiful in God's eyes. So do you."
Wow.
Yeah. And like you're saying, everybody has problems with what did you call it again, Fifi? Colorism.
Colorism.
Wow, I just been educated today.
Colorism.
Yeah, I she said it and I was like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, is that racism? She's like, no, it's not. Yeah, just being hated for the color of your skin. So why is it acceptable for people to think and judge other people based on the color of their skin?
I don't think it's acceptable. I just think it's something that's done. It's like racism. Nobody's a racist.
It's
Everybody
a
says they're
torch.
not a racist,
Yeah.
but they do tend to say racist things. It's the same thing with colorism.
But racial racism is taught, Fifi.
But so is colorism.
So
Like
how?
I don't see animals that say, "Oh, I'm a lion."
A dog
And
will make just
you're
another
a white
dog.
lion, so you're not a lion anymore, or
So
you're
get out
not
of
bad
our.
you're not a badass lion because you're a white lion.
I
Do you
never
know what I mean?
heard that. Yeah.
Like dogs. How many variations of
Oh my
dog
gosh.
breeds do we have?
Exactly. So
Do you see
many.
dogs being colorism racist towards each other
No.
or cats?
Oh damn. So we're very sophisticated in it.
Yeah, but
In our
sometimes
mannerisms.
it can be detrimental to
Exactly.
us.
It
And
really
and
is.
and
It
this is
really
what
is
I'm saying.
damaging. It really is.
This is what I'm saying. It took me
Mm-hmm.
more than 30 years of my entire life. Think about it.
Wow.
More than 30 years of my life
Girl,
to actually,
you
if someone said to me you are beautiful, I
uh
thought they were lying or they were just being polite.
I remember there's a time I said to you, "Damn, girl, you're gorgeous," and you're
Hmm.
like, "Just be quiet."
Yeah,
And I was like, "Why?"
because my
And
whole life
I remember asking you that question.
I was told I wasn't
Yeah,
beautiful because I was too
but then that's
dark.
the thing. If I see you and I'm seeing you, and I've asked anybody, they will tell you I am I would say I'm your number one fan in terms of beauty. You're my sister, I get it.
Yeah.
But I've always said, wow, guys, you need to check out my sister. She's hot. And then they come back to me and they're like, which sister are you talking about? I'm like, Chi-Chi's hot. Fifi's hot. But damn, do you see the color of Fifi's skin? I wish I was dark like you. Because then I'd be
Wow.
identified as
Honey,
100% black. Not yellow bone. Like, what the hell is yellow bone? I hate that term so much. No, I am just me.
you hate being called a yellow
I don't
bone?
understand it. I think it's a nasty way of calling me a name that I don't get. I don't know. It doesn't sound like a compliment, Fifi.
I think it doesn't sound like a compliment to you, but I think when it's actually said, it's not.
It's
I
not
don't
said in a
think
malicious way.
it's not
No,
malicious,
but it's
and
just
I think it's endearment. I actually think, oh, maybe endearment is taking it too far, but I actually think when people say that, they're kind of putting you a level above other people. That's what I think
and
it
that's the thing.
is.
And then they're coming to a character like mine that does not believe there's levels to being a human being.
And it's true. I mean, there
Aside from the
isn't.
filthy rich and the poor, you know what I mean? But I don't think there's levels
That's
when it comes to skin tone and skin color. Because I could be dark, dark, dark and a billionaire, and you can be light, 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 and you're in poverty. You know, so I don't know why people would call me yellow bone when I don't like the term. Don't identify me by that. My name is Maka, Maka, representing.
Maka
You better
Akanaka.
know it. Exactly. Call me Maka. If you don't know my name is Maka, call me Caroline. I'm okay with both names. They're both my first names. Call me that. Don't call me yellow bone. I hate that term.
Wow.
No.
And you know, honestly, in
It's like
all fairness, this is
yeah.
the first time I've actually sat with someone telling me they don't like the term yellow
No,
bone.
it's like me going to someone and saying, "Hi, Blackie." Like, come on, hell no. That does not
No, no,
work.
no, 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 no. It's different.
Oh, exactly.
It's
You see,
different.
why is it different?
It's
It's
different.
identifying a person by the color of their
It
skin.
is. It is. I'm not saying it's correct and I'm not saying it's right. People shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I don't think the term, if someone says, "Oh, yeah, yellow bone," I don't think they're saying it to put you down. I
Mm-hmm.
think people actually genuinely are actually saying it's another way of saying, "Oh, you're beautiful and you're better than the rest of the pack." Listen, listen.
Mm-hmm.
However, right?
Mm-hmm.
i- They're saying it as a way of saying you're better than the rest. That's why a person can label you
Yeah.
that and say you're a yellow bone. It's not meant to say, oh, you're ugly or you should be lighter or you shouldn't be light or whatever. I think people genuinely, when they use that term, it's almost like saying, oh, people that are this complexion are better than all the other
All
girls
right.
because you're prettier. That's what that
Okay.
term means, right?
So there's a time when ladies would go and just sleep with a white man to have a mixed baby.
I think that still
Because
happens.
because it what? Because
They want beautiful babies.
but they didn't want the man.
Okay. I mean, you can always get a sperm donor. Go to
But okay,
a, a,
but what says a baby isn't beautiful if a baby's black? That's when I started thinking, what's up with this light skin thing? Like you're saying, it's more acceptable to be light skin than it is dark skin. Why would I go and have a mixed baby, be a single
because
mother
mixed
because
babies
I'm
are the
raising a
most
mixed
beautiful
baby?
babies.
I don't know, Fifi. I don't think so.
All babies are beautiful. Listen, let me
Exactly.
tell you, but I'm just saying, this is how society is now. People want the light caramel tone
Mm.
because otherwise,
Curly hair.
right?
Mm.
Otherwise, black people wouldn't be trying to bleach their skin
No,
and white people wouldn't be trying to tan.
because
There's
kids
there's
have it
that
easier, I guess, when they're.
there's that middle ground where people come out mixed and they look, this is what society thinks is the prettiest. That's what
Mm,
people are after. I'm not kidding you. I went and I bought
yeah.
skin lightening
Yeah,
creams.
you were saying.
I used to refuse to go in the sun.
Wow.
I used to wear long sleeved everything, long pants, just
Yeah.
so that I don't get the sun to touch me anywhere,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, and it was a lot because you use these creams and you're expecting, oh, I'm gonna be light, I'm gonna be light, I'm gonna be light, and if anything maybe you just change by a shade, but it's not really, you know
That
it's not
drastic
really a
change.
drastic, oh my god, look at her, she
She
used to
went
be
from black
this
to light.
and now she's like, you
Yeah.
know um
What if you burnt yourself, Fifi?
girl, I got a horror story for you.
Yeah.
I went to the store with a friend,
Uh huh.
and this happened literally a few years ago.
Oh
I
boy.
went to the store with a friend.
Yeah.
We got into the store. It's a beauty supply store.
Yes.
We got in there and we were asking the workers, and they were like, "Oh, what can we use?" And this is at the time where the black African soap was like the whole rage,
Yes.
and shea butter. Shea butter is
Yeah,
good.
and
Like
shea
I
butter
use it in my
works.
hair. I use
Man.
it.
Yeah.
You know. So that was the rave.
Yep.
But I had already used the black soap. I'd use
Hmm.
the clay soap. I'd use the
Yeah.
charcoal soap.
Yeah.
And I wasn't getting as light as I wanted. So I
Exactly.
wanted more. I wanted the cream that would actually change. And when I say change, I mean I wanted to use it everywhere. I wanted the
Wow,
same
Fifi.
tone from head to toe, right?
Yes.
And this is before I got married.
Mm-hmm.
So a friend of mine, and we go to the African store.
Yes.
Sorry, the beauty supply. It's a beauty supply. It's not an
Uh-huh.
African store.
Uh-huh.
And we go in there. We ask the ladies. They tell us what aisle to go to. We go to the aisle, and there's like hundreds of creams, and we don't know what to pick.
Wow.
So this woman, a West African woman, was in there buying creams.
Yeah.
And I approached her and I said, "Hi, I'm just wondering, what cream do you recommend?" I
Mm-hmm.
could tell she used skin lightening cream
Yes.
because the knuckles were still black.
Oh my
Her
gosh.
elbows were still black.
Yeah.
She had blacker than normal
Lips.
lips.
Yeah.
So there were areas where you could tell that,
The,
oh, she's in the
the
process
lightning
of.
cream is not working proper,
Exactly.
but it's working.
It's working. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe she was still transitioning, whatever.
Yes.
Anyway, she recommended a cream. It was a steroid. I don't know. I don't know what cream it was. The nurse in me didn't think to look it up.
Yeah.
I just thought, oh, this woman is using it. Obviously, she's getting lighter. I can tell.
Yeah.
So let me go and use the cream. So day one, I used the cream. I used it at night.
Yeah.
It was good. I used it the second day. And I'm using it on my face first.
Oh
I'm not
Lord.
even trying everywhere else.
Fifi.
Listen, this is how desperate I was to be lighter.
Yeah.
So a week goes by.
Uh-huh.
By the second week, I don't have a single zit on my face. Like my skin was smooth. Like talk
Wow.
about baby bum smooth. My
Yeah.
face it was amazing.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. And I was calling my friend because she got her own tube and I got my tube
Yeah.
and she's using hers and I'm using mine. And I'm
Exactly.
calling her on the phone and I'm like, this cream is amazing. Like
Yeah.
I have no zits. My skin is cleared and she's raving about it too. And she's like, "Girl, we got to go get some more cream."
Oh
I'm like,
my
"Girl,
gosh.
we are going I am going to get 4
Y'all bad
tubes.
for each other.
I'm going to, and she's dark like
Yeah.
me. So we're
Oh my
feeding off each
gosh.
other's
Yeah.
insecurities.
Yeah.
Week 3 comes along and I
Uh-huh.
wake up and I have 2 zits, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, 2 zits." So I put more of the cream on the zits.
Uh-huh.
I go to bed. I wake up the next morning and I have a full on acne breakout.
Oh
And
my
when I say
gosh.
acne,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about little tiny zits.
No.
I have big oozing things
Uh,
all over my face. I have patches that look like ringworms around my
oh my
mouth.
gosh.
I couldn't even tell what was
Yeah.
going on. So I call my friend and I'm like, "Girl, I don't know what's happening to me."
Uh-huh.
And at this time, right?
Yeah.
I don't even go to read the tube. I
Yeah.
just go and I put more of it on top of
Oh.
those zits,
Oh Lord
right?
have mercy.
And I just explode into this big,
Massive reaction.
massive reaction.
Oh my gosh.
Horrible.
Yeah.
So I'm calling my friend and I tell her about my breakout and she's like, "Girl, what happened? I don't know. But I'm putting more of the cream on because I think it's going to help. Remember
Uh-huh.
how it made my
Uh-huh.
skin baby smooth?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm starting to get a breakout too."
Oh.
And I'm like, "You got a breakout?" She's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. My skin, I got a few zits here and there." Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
She called me the next week crying.
Oh my
She had a
gosh.
full on
Breakout too.
acne oozing pus
Oh my
acne
gosh.
breakout.
Oh my
Right?
gosh.
So I'm here with my
All
breakout.
just because
She's
y'all
with
wanted to
her
be yellow
breakout.
bone.
Well, girl, we didn't know at that time. I'm just telling you this. I haven't figured out it's the
I'm
cream
sorry.
yet.
My reaction is just I'm in shock. I didn't know this.
I'm not. I've got photos.
Oh gosh, I
I
know.
can
Yeah,
put
yeah,
the
yeah.
photos
No,
up on
it's fine.
Facebook
It's okay. No, we
on
don't.
on our
Please,
YouTube
we don't
channel.
want to see that.
I
Please.
got photos. I love my before and after because now I mean
Okay, now I want. Now I'm curious.
my skin has
I want
gone
to
back.
see this.
So
Oh,
anyway, so she's having her breakout. I'm having my breakout. I'm
yeah,
panicking because I'm planning this whole trip to Africa and
yeah.
I'm like, I can't go home and show my
Looking like
face looking
this.
like this. I can't even go anywhere.
Oh
So I started
man.
to wear makeup. And I'm still using the
Oh
cream, but I
no.
started to wear lots and lots of makeup to
Yeah,
cover up my
you were
blemishes and my
caking it.
I was caking. I was caking and I was
Wow.
baking. I really was.
Wow.
So anyways, a lot of people don't know about my breakout because I really covered it well,
Oh,
right?
but your friend couldn't cover it like you do. I
No.
bet.
So she's complaining, and then she says to me, "You know what, girl? I need to go to the doctor. This is just not right.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening to me, but my
Yeah.
breakout is not. It's actually getting worse."
Wow.
So she goes to the doctor, and I'm thinking, okay, there's got to be something. Okay, it might be my diet,
Mm.
or it might be something I started to use recently. So the cream came in my list of things I started to use recently.
Yes.
And now I'm investigating everything one by one, and I look at the ingredients, and it has all these deadly ingredients, and it's a steroid.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
You can't use a steroid for a prolonged period because it not only kills the bad bacteria,
It
it
kills the
kills the
good as
good
well.
bacteria as
Exactly.
well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So now I'm reacting because obviously the bacteria on my face has changed. The biome on my face has
Wow.
changed,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I'm reacting because now I don't have anything protecting my face. The good bacteria is gone. It's been killed
Wow.
off. So now my face is like,
Things women do, eh?
right? So everything I'm using
Wow.
is causing a reaction because I don't have that protective layer
Yeah.
that I
Yeah.
had.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I quickly figure out that it's the cream.
Oh boy.
And now I'm too embarrassed to even go tell my doctor.
Oh boy.
So I started Googling ways to clear my skin
Yeah.
and to return to its
Reboost.
natural biome,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And I start using natural things on my face.
Yeah.
So I started using, things like aloe vera. I started
Ooh,
using
aloe is really
coconut
good.
oil. I
Yes.
went back to the shea butter,
Mm-hmm.
and I looked for a gentle soap to use on my face.
Yes.
And I think after about 6 months, I cleared up pretty good.
Cause you look good now.
But I had a lot of blemishes because now I had scars.
Oh wow.
So obviously I did more research on
Bio oil.
skin and
Maybe.
and
I don't
and
know.
and, and bio oil.
Yeah.
I've used bio oil for years,
Religiously, yes.
right? And I started using vitamin C. I started using
Wow.
retinol.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to use retinol. I'm in my 40s.
You
I
don't need
started
that stuff.
I
Black
start
don't
no,
crack.
trust me. Like
You
I
think?
know black don't crack.
Yeah.
I started using sunscreen religiously. I use sunscreen every single
And I
day.
remember asking you that question.
Yeah.
Fifi, do I need to use sunscreen?
Everybody needs to use
I'm
sunscreen.
black. We never used it in Africa. Our parents never used
Everybody
it, and they're
needs
fine,
sunscreen. And
Fifi.
and and you know what? Let me tell you why I think it's important, especially
Skin
here.
cancer happens to anybody,
It
really.
not just skin cancer happens to anybody, but bear in mind that we live in a developed country.
Yes.
We have ozone layer destruction.
Oh, yes, pollution.
And we're living in places where damage to the ozone layer is way more than where we come from because we are not as developed as here,
Yes.
right?
Okay.
So to me, I feel like we get more sun damage here than we would when we're back home. That's what
I
I
never
think.
thought of it that way, though.
That's what I think personally.
Huh.
So that's why I use, it might be a lie and it might be comforting me, but this is my own personal, like I'm not saying everybody, I'm not a
I guess
professional,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
go
an
buy some
expert,
sunscreen.
but this is why I use sunscreen. And
Mm-hmm.
sunscreen protects you from sun damage.
Yes.
Sun damage is one of the most damaging
Yeah.
things to our skin.
Yes, it is.
So I started using my sunscreen, went back to natural,
Mm-hmm.
and after a year, even my blemishes had gone away. So
Wow.
I'm appreciative. And I did talk to my friend and I said to her, girl, you need to throw that tube as far away from you as possible.
Yeah.
And we need to just accept that we're darkies. Like, we're not changing our skin tone. So let's
Acceptance by
work with
force
what we
because the
have.
forces of nature refuse to
Refuse
work
to
for
change
you.
us. Exactly. They refuse to change us.
Damn, girl.
So then,
Uh-huh.
so I'm talking to my husband now,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
we're talking and we're conversing, and I'm just like,
You're Tanner.
and he's like, oh, we need to. It's summer. We need to be outside.
Yeah.
Can you wear
Oh
something
my
that's
God.
revealing? I'm like, what do you mean?
Wow.
I said, no, I don't mean revealing as in I don't want you to show your body like that, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying so that you can get a tan. And I'm like, babe,
He
I'm
loves
already
you
dark.
darker.
How
I
much darker do you
know.
want me to get? And he's like,
so
the blacker,
sweet.
the better. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, babe, you're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Your skin is just
You see,
gorgeous.
he sees
And
exactly
I'm
what I
just
see.
like, I want your skin. I'm
He
like, what do
sees
you mean?
exactly what I see.
And I'm saying
Fifi,
to him,
I
but
get a
don't you want
scar
me
as
light?
light skinned as I am. I get a scar. It's there for a long time and it's visible. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a hater. I love y'all dark skinned peoples because, girl, you get a scar, it just blends in.
No, yeah, I mean,
It just
sometimes,
blends in.
but
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I'm trying to show you
Yeah.
how damaged I was because
You really was damaged, girl.
I was. But this, I'm not talking my story.
Yeah.
I'm talking the
You
story
and your
of,
friend were both damaged. I'm
but
sorry.
not just my friend
A
though.
lot of people.
This is every single
Oh my
dark
gosh.
girl. And you know
I
what?
don't mean to laugh.
I want to
As they
praise
light-skinned
and I
girl
want to
laughing
give
at the dark
thanks
guys.
to Lupita because Lupita
Oh,
is
she's gorgeous.
drop dead gorgeous.
Oh,
She's dark like I am.
yeah.
And
She
look
owns
at
it.
her.
Owns it.
Look at her.
Owns it.
Do you know what I mean?
I've seen some beautiful Sudanese models, Fifi.
If I had that confidence back in my 20s,
Yeah.
man, girl, I would have been a top model. I swear. I didn't think I was good enough because of my skin tone.
Wow.
I did not think I was good enough. And it's now 30 years in my
Wow.
30s,
Yeah.
more than 30 years of my life, living in the shadow of light-skinned girls because I thought I wasn't as good.
You don't gotta
and I
live in
thought
the
I wasn't
shadow,
good
girl.
enough.
You just gotta own it because you're gorgeous. All you black ladies out there listening to this cast, I just want you to know you're gorgeous the way you are and don't ever call me yellow bone.
No, we
Period.
won't call you. I don't think I've ever called you that. I hope
No,
I don't.
thank you.
And
Thank you.
and
I think you kind of noticed that. Yeah, I didn't like that.
you're
I don't know.
gorgeous. You're beautiful in your
I
own
am
right.
me, and I'm very comfortable in my own skin.
And that's the best place to be at when you
And I
can be
ain't changing for
secure in
nobody.
yourself.
I change for me. I change for me, not for nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Just know it. Yes,
Yeah.
it is what it
Accepting
is.
yourself.
Come on, it's like a leaf. It starts out green and then it changes
Yeah.
and it's orange and then it falls from the tree and then it's rotten. Like it's human nature. It's a cycle. We're not meant to live forever. Appreciate who you are and love yourself the way you are and grow.
Right.
Period. Because the end.
Love yourself today, not
Not
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Today, now.
And every day.
And mom said to me,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tell you something. Mom said to me, you walk this journey of life
Exactly.
for yourself.
Nobody else.
For yourself.
When I damn been born, I was born alone. Period.
You want to walk this journey with pride.
Hell yeah.
Chin up, head up straight, look people straight in the eye,
Exactly.
shoulders back, chest out. Suck your stomach
girl,
in.
if I take my chest more than harder than it is. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
No, but
I know what you mean.
But mom was saying, be proud
Love
of who you
yourself.
are and love yourself because you are
Exactly.
enough. You don't need the world to tell you you are enough.
Yeah,
You have
exactly.
to believe you're enough
How
within
come I
yourself.
never got that advice? And like I said,
Because you
are the
didn't go and
firstborn.
cry that someone told you were ugly because you were dark.
Mom, I'm coming. They tell me I'm too yellow bone. I'm coming. I know you're listening. I'm coming.
Mom is always listening. She's shady like that.
Mom, I'm coming.
But you see, so to me, that was my experience with colorism. And not only that, I felt like and this is true no matter where you are. If you're
Yes.
considered a pretty girl,
Mm-hmm.
life is so much easier for you. You get the good job. You get the good guy. You get the rich guy. Things come easier. Like, I mean, be
I ain't
honest.
complaining.
What
I
I
ain't
just say.
complaining.
See? I just said it. Be honest.
Girl, I just think it's the confidence. I don't think it's the beauty.
I think it's
I just think that you make me beautiful, Fifi.
I always say this.
You are a good big sister.
I always say this.
Yeah.
I always say this.
Even if I was ugly,
You
she'll lie
either
to me
want to
and
be
say I'm
very
beautiful.
intelligent or
Yes.
have some special talent that you really work hard on,
True.
or you want to be pretty.
True, and true. I want everything on that list.
So as you know, as I was
Yeah.
saying, for me, the security only came
Yeah.
when I came to a culture and a society that appreciates me for who I am.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate.
We are blessed
It's unfortunate because
because
back home,
it took all the pain away.
No, well, not necessarily, because if
Almost.
you're damaged, no matter where you go, you're still going to be damaged
Yeah, but you found this. I don't know. This place has a way to appreciate each individual
as they are.
as they are. That's Canada. We love diversity
Yeah.
and we advocate for diversity.
Yeah.
And because we do that, we learn to love each other and live in unity. Ever heard the Canadians say, "Oh, we say sorry too much," or "We say thank you too much"? It's
It's
just our
true.
nature.
It's a very
Exactly,
polite
it's our nature.
country, very
Exactly, very
polite
polite.
culture. And I love being in Canada because honestly, I mean, my own confidence has grown. My security within
Exactly.
myself
That's where you get your healing
has
from.
has grown.
Yeah.
But I don't want to think that this healing came because I came to Canada. I
No,
th-
no,
I
no, no, no,
think
no,
it
no.
it would
It
have
came
been
with the boost of confidence that you got from growing. That's
yes.
where it came from. Canada is a bonus
Yes.
because you met people who appreciate that beauty in a different way than that what you grew up seeing.
Yeah, and so, so for me it was a huge eye opener because I'm getting more attention from my non-black counterparts,
Yes.
and I'm being told you're gorgeous. I didn't believe it at first. I thought,
Uh-huh.
people are being polite because it's a polite culture, like I
Yes.
said,
Yes.
right? But when I started to see the number of people that were attracted to me,
Yes.
that kind of confirmed it, right? And I thought to myself, wow. And here I was thinking I wasn't that gorgeous. I wasn't that pretty. I wasn't, eye candy because of my color, because of my skin tone.
Fifi, they're big girls like me, and I own it. Okay? It's just weight. You could work it off if you want to. If you're a runner, you run, you lose weight. Okay?
But you
You
can't
can
change your
always
skin
change
color.
that. You can't change. I was getting there. Damn
hmm
you taking my
Sorry.
points.
Sorry.
Anyways, you can't change the color of your. That's what she does. She's a big sister. Like
I have to
she
say
has
the
to
last
finish
word.
my sentences. Like yeah, like you own it. There's things you can change
hmm
to beautify yourself.
Yeah.
Then there's things like the color of your skin you can't change. And I'm glad you realized that. And I'm glad a lot of people realize that. Come on, do you want to be the light skinned girl with the knuckles unevenly like colored? No, you don't.
Some people can
Some
put
people
their
out there.
hands to their face and it looks like it's a different person.
Exactly. Like you don't want to be that person.
No.
You don't want to be the clown of the show. Just love yourself and appreciate who you are because you are unique in that beauty. And beauty is seen by the beholder. I swear, you will figure
and
out
and and to
that
me that
confidence.
that actually says a lot because then it's true. There's nobody who we're all made for someone,
Thank you.
right? We're all made for someone, and if you meet that right someone, they're gonna make you feel like you're the most special person
Exactly.
around. You're the most
Exactly.
beautiful person around,
Yeah.
you know and and it's funny because now that I'm thinking about it, I think I did really need my husband in my life because my husband tells me
Well,
every
oh,
day,
he does. I
"Oh, did I tell you today you're beautiful? How
I
beautiful you
know.
look."
Didn't I just say to him, "Can you get out of here
I
now?"
know,
I know because
and
like who is there to tell me I'm beautiful? Hello, the light skinned girl ain't got a man.
but you're beautiful though.
Nah, she already told me I'm
You know,
beautiful. I don't need a
I tell you
man.
all the
I don't need a
time.
man. My sister tells me I'm beautiful. Yeah,
you know,
she just can't keep me warm
and
at
and
night.
and and honestly,
Yeah,
so to me, it's my
it
30s was my
validates.
time of reckoning. It was
Yes,
my time of I need to figure out who I am. I
yes,
need to accept who I am. I need
yes.
to define myself
I'm so glad you
and
got there.
walk my walk with pride, like what my mama
Exactly.
told me to do.
Yes. Have you seen yourself
Because,
stepping out there?
well, now, girl, now I strut it.
Hey! She just said it.
Now I
She
strut
done
it.
said it.
As dark as I am,
Yes.
take me for who I am
Own it.
because this is me.
Exactly.
This is Fifi.
Ooh. Yeah, you done heard it. Fifi married, guys. He married.
you know you know but that's what I'm saying, that
Yeah.
it's honestly, it's redefining yourself
It really is.
according to how you want the world to define you. Because
Exactly.
the more I become confident,
Mhm.
the more I see people look at me and treat me differently
Exactly.
with more respect anyways.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So I haven't been told I'm ugly in my 30s or in my
Well,
40s. I haven't.
no. There's no such thing as an ugly
I
person. I
haven't
don't
been
believe
told
so.
my
Yes.
my skin tone
All
is
I know
bad
is
for me.
money
I
makes
haven't.
people look good. I don't know.
Well,
I've seen people coming from rags to riches and they look filthy gorgeous. And then I'm like, how come I didn't think you were gorgeous before?
well,
Hmm.
because they looked poor. They were poor and
Money
they looked
makes
poor.
people look yummy. I don't know. I don't care. It really does. Yeah, I think one day, hopefully, I could have some money.
What are you gonna do with that money? You're
Uh,
gorgeous already. How much more gorgeous are you gonna be?
Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I be floating. I don't know. I just want to give myself a high head. I don't know. I just want to give myself that big, big head, like bubble head. I
You
don't know.
know, but
It's the season. It's the
it's
season.
unfortunate
Christmas is
though,
close.
because for
Yeah.
me it's been a great lesson that,
Yeah, Fifi.
you know, we're all beautiful
Yeah.
if we give each other the chance to really get to know each other. The
Yeah.
true beauty comes from who we are inside.
Oh, thank you.
It's the bottom line.
Yep.
You can be drop dead gorgeous, you can
And
be as
nasty
light as you
inside.
want, you can be as you know, fixed up as you want, curvy, tiny waist,
Yep.
big boobs, long
Yep.
hair. But if you have an ugly personality,
Yeah.
it's just unfortunate because nobody wants to be around ugly.
No.
And when I say ugly like that, I
That's
mean
yeah, ugly
what's inside,
inside. Yeah, exactly. Like
you
I
know.
said, positive attracts
Yeah,
positive.
it attracts a lot. It's attractive, you know.
It's just a simple fact of life.
So I'm just saying, guys, love
Love
yourselves.
yourselves.
Love who you are in your skin.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if you're not attractive to the next person, you're attractive to somebody.
Somebody.
You are beautiful as dark as you are. You are beautiful as light as you are. Love yourself. Tell yourself you're beautiful
Yeah.
until you believe it because
Every
you
day.
really are.
You really are.
You really are.
And to
Don't
those
wait for
young
anyone.
girls being told that they're ugly because of the color of their skin, you are drop dead
And
gorgeous.
take care of that skin. That skin, this is one of the biggest organs we have in our lives, on our bodies,
Yeah. The
and it
visible
takes a
one.
lot of care
Yep.
for us. So you need to take care of the skin. Don't try to use steroids
No.
and bleaching creams and all that because you don't know what the skin is working against. And if you try to change its biome, if you try to change the way you
Mm.
look
Mm.
by removing layers of your skin,
Mm.
you're attracting other things you really don't
Don't want
want, you
exactly.
know.
Yeah.
So we really need to be
That's
careful.
great advice,
We
Fifi.
really, really need to be careful.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay? Thank you guys
Until
for
next time.
listening and tuning in. Welcome to our YouTube channel. This is our first show on YouTube,
Yay.
Candid Podcast. We
Bye.
love you guys. Until next week.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.